If your morning starts off like this, chances are that your energy and productivity levels are non-existent throughout the day. I'm here to help you show that your life doesn't have to be like that. You don't have to live a life where you have absolutely no energy and your productivity is through the floor. You can be instead living your life, spreading joy, getting things done, and having extraordinary energy. A life where the morning is your highlight of the day. This is my ultimate morning routine. The highest probability of you getting into the flow state is right when you wake up. The flow state is when you have the highest amount of willpower and energy to get your tasks done, and it feels like where your work is not actually your work and you're actually just enjoying doing whatever you're doing. Sure, you can get into it after the whole biohacking part, and if the point of your morning routine is to get your tasks done, this is the best time to do it. I personally don't do this every single day because I don't always have something to do every single morning. But when I do it, I set two preconditions for myself. Number one is that I must get 7 to 8 hours of sleep the night before. So if I want to wake up at 5, I'd have to be in bed by like 9:30, 10, 10 latest. And number two is that I must actually have a high priority task that I need to check off. I have to make sure that I have everything set up the night before, because I know that I do not want to be looking at a blank tab screen open, because I know that my first impulse is to just check my emails and scour the news or something. I want to have my work ready in front of me, ready to get worked on, so I don't have to waste any willpower before I even actually start the task. If these preconditions are not met, I usually just wake up at around 6:30 because sleep is my highest priority. If I didn't get the right amount of sleep, then I'm not going to be waking up early to do my work. I will just sleep in, because I know that if I do not get the right amount of sleep, I'm gonna get very messed up throughout the day. So I really like to prioritize my sleep. I actually don't recommend waking up before 6:30 if you don't actually have something that you need to do. It's because getting the proper amount of sleep that you need in order to wake up early can be a tricky thing to do, especially if you like to stay out late, have like a social night. It's harder to get that 7 to 8 hours sleep range that you need for your body. When I do wake up at 5, in order to rise and grind, I give myself 5 minutes to contemplate life, make my bed, get the sunlight, and get to work. Ideally, it should be within 2 minutes, but the extra 3 minutes is just a buffer time because contemplating your life can get a bit long, let's be honest. I usually like to do 1 hour of focused, intense work just to knock off that 1 hour. If it were on a weekend, I'd probably do at least 2 to 3 hours of high intensity focused work. So at around 6, I take a big fat bathroom break, and somehow that ends up being 15 minutes. So at around 6:15, I start my yoga and meditation session. This yoga and meditation session usually lasts around 15 minutes, and it's a great way for me to get prepared. It serves as a reminder for me to be present throughout the day and to be thankful for everything that I have in my life. Meditation has impacted me immensely, and there are numerous benefits. I went from being stressed and didn't know how to handle my emotions to the complete opposite of that. I've become low stress. I can handle my emotions better, and I am so much more present throughout the day, leading me to be more grateful for what I have in my life, making me have an abundance mindset, which is crucial to having more happier levels throughout the day. I'm not really gonna go too in depth about this one here. Just know that I really do recommend everyone at least try meditation for 2 weeks, and you'll feel so much better. If you want to check out the session that I practice every morning, check out the link over here. Until I get into the washroom, I completely forget about the fact that I'm about to plunge into this icy cold water. Every time I get in, it feels painful and uncomfortable. I want to get out as fast as I can. I try so hard to talk myself out of doing it, but I know that if I don't push through this physical discomfort, then I don't know how I'd be able to push through the emotional and mental discomfort that I face every single day. And this is why cold showers really taught me discipline. It taught me the discipline, and I applied that same discipline to every other aspect of my life, which is why I highly recommend it for people who don't have enough structure or discipline in their life. Just get into that cold shower and you'll slowly start to realize how you face uncomfortable situations. If you can change getting into that cold shower, you can change the way you handle uncomfortable decisions. After it's completed, I'm extremely grateful that I went into that cold plunge and that I can overcome this discomfort 6:30 in the morning. If I can get through that cold shower, then I can face any challenge that may come up throughout the day, because consistently facing the same challenge every single day, that really doesn't get easier anytime you do it. It strengthens my discipline. This is like the favorite part of my day. Like honestly, like I love gym so much now. Like I literally went from like gym hater to like gym lover. There's not really much to say here besides the fact that if you have not implemented working out into your life yet, check out this video I made about the trifecta of habits and how it's such a crucial habit that you need to implement in your life. Just to go over some of the benefits over here really quickly is that it helps with your mood, your clarity, your cognitive function, gives you every benefit of physical health like better cardiovascular health, better immunity, better muscles, leading to better, healthier life. Like it gives you everything, which is why I recommend everyone start exercising. There's so many statistics out there that if you don't exercise, you're going to be leading a life that you really in fact do not want to be living. It's your decision. Anyways, after my 1 hour gym workout, I head to class. On my way to class, I make sure to take the scenic route on top of the roof of the school and absorb all that great sunlight because I know that gives you the serotonin, makes you so much happier, and this is where my morning routine ends. I chug my protein shake and give myself a mental workout with math and science after a great physical workout. If you're not in school, this could also be the part where you get ready for your 9 to 5 or eat like a nice little breakfast and power through any important tasks that you may need to do even after those 3 hours. On non-school days, I do modify this routine a bit. I start doing work at about 6:30 and then around 8:30 I go for a light jog and soak up all that good sunlight and do some stretching afterwards. I then take a nice cold shower and eat a light snack and get back to work because that work ain't doing it on its own. These days end up being super productive until the time I hit lunchtime. This is where it all goes downhill and I'm really trying my best to see how I can fix this part of my days because it really is not the vibe where I, have such a great morning. My mornings are like the 10 out of 10. My nights are like 8 out of 10. But my days, something just goes wrong and I do not know what it is and I'm working on fixing that right now. And once I do, I will definitely share it with y'all. But at least the good part of it is that I get majority of my work done before this crash happens so that when this crash does happen, I can do something a bit more mentally low energy type of tasks like checking emails or something. Your ultimate morning routine is going to be a routine that you actually enjoy doing. If you tried this and you realize that you absolutely hate waking up at 5 or 6 a.m., tinker around with it and find a time that is best suited for you. I personally genuinely love waking up early and like seeing the sunrise. It just fills me up with so much joy, which is why I do it. And I know that when I sleep in past 8, my day absolutely does not go well. And because these days end up going bad, I really like to hold myself accountable to ensure that I get that great sleep and exercise and get that work done throughout the day. Give yourself at least a week or 2 before you decide if you like this routine or not, because changing your morning routine is really not easy. Because everyone is like so into this like morning routine space, it might seem easy to actually just, change up your morning routine, but it really is not easy to change your morning routine. You're trying to change habits that you've carried around with you for God knows how many years. So it's really important to keep that in mind, that this really isn't an easy thing. It's gonna take work and dedication, but once you come out of the other side with your ultimate morning routine, I promise you it's gonna feel amazing, okay? Like, trust me on this one. After sticking to this for a month, you'll genuinely be surprised at how much change you can undergo in a month once you start changing these deep-rooted habits. So if you did try this for a while, let me know how it works out. I'm very happy to hear and see how it worked out for you. If you found this video helpful, consider sharing it to someone who might also find it useful. If you want to check out the journal template that I use, check out the description box below. And thank you so much for watching this video. I truly hope that this routine and this video is something that changes the way you live. The only thing that's stopping you is yourself, and not starting this is costing your happiness and your will to live. I'm Krisha and I'll help you become your best self. I'll see you next week.